It feels like with war movies, people always mention the same ones over and over. Saving Private Ryan, All Quiet on the Western Front. Those movies are great and everything, but Netflix actually has quite a few others that are well worth your time. So if you're looking for war films that are way overlooked but still deliver the action, tension, and heavy drama, today I've got you covered. First up is a smaller Netflix war movie that's easy to scroll past without realizing how strong it is. It's called Will, and it's set in Nazi-occupied Antwerp during World War II and follows two young police officers who find themselves trapped between collaboration and resistance as the city around them grows more dangerous. Will is not a big battlefield movie. It's a tense, grim occupation thriller that focuses more on pressure, fear, and compromise than action. It's pretty tense and is best watched on a night when you're in the mood for something tense and thought-provoking. Don't go into it expecting big battle scenes, but for something that plays like a pressure-filled war thriller, Will is an excellent watch. But if you do want a lot of action in your war movies, maybe you'll enjoy my number 6 pick, Land of Bad.
Weapons away.
Land of Bad follows a special forces mission in the Philippines that goes badly wrong, leaving a rookie soldier stranded in hostile territory, and a remote Air Force drone pilot tries to guide him out. Land of Bad was a box office bomb, which is a shame because it's very fast moving and easy to get into. It's much more fun and immediate than a lot of other war movies on Netflix, and is full of gritty combat scenes. If you're in the mood for a turn your brain off and enjoy the ride type war movie, you'll find Land of Bad is a strong choice. Next up at number 5 is one of the smartest movies on the list, the wartime spy thriller Munich, The Edge of War. It's set in 1938 as Europe stands on the edge of World War II and follows a British diplomat and his old German friend as they get pulled into a dangerous effort to stop Hitler's plans from moving forward. This is a very tension-heavy and dialogue-driven movie, similar to something like Bridge of Spies. It's really all about the suspense and espionage and shows a different side of war than the usual front lines. If you like political thrillers, spy movies, and real history what-if stories, then Munich, The Edge of War is a solid watch. Then at number 4 is a very surprisingly good movie. It's a Norwegian film called Number 24, and it's about a resistance fighter who decides to push back against Nazi Germany after the invasion of Norway and eventually becomes a key leader in the Oslo resistance. Number 24 is a very gripping and violent thriller about resistance, sabotage, and what it takes to fight back under occupation. It's definitely not a light movie, but more so tense, serious, and mission-driven. It's about brave people who take huge risks behind enemy lines, and if you only watch one of the resistance thrillers on this list, number 24 is probably your best bet. Next up is a beautiful World War II movie that will stay with you long after the credits roll. This is War Sailor, which follows two Norwegian merchant sailors who are out at sea when war breaks out and suddenly find themselves trapped in a brutal conflict. War Sailor is a very powerful movie with a bleak and emotional tone that's great if you're in the mood for something that hits hard. It's really focused on how war affects people even when they're nowhere near the front lines. It's a very memorable watch and one of my favorite war movies on Netflix. One note though, Netflix has this labeled as a mini-series, but it's actually a movie that they extended and chopped into 3 parts. Then at number 2 is one of the strongest pure war movies on this list. It's called The Forgotten Battle, and it's set during the Battle of the Scheldt in 1944 and follows 3 different people, each with different perspectives of the war. The Forgotten Battle is probably the closest thing to a big, intense war movie, the likes of which you'll usually see in a theater. It's got plenty of action and momentum and even a lot of emotional weight. It's a genuinely strong movie, and if you enjoyed Dunkirk, you'll probably really get into this one as well. The Forgotten Battle is probably one of the easiest war movie recommendations on all of Netflix, so if you're a big fan of the genre, you'll definitely want to check it out. Then at number 1, we have what I think is the most purely entertaining war movie on Netflix.
If you continue to attack, we will continue to respond. You do realize that you are outnumbered by a factor of 20.
This is called the Siege of Jadotville, the true story of an Irish UN peacekeepers group in the Congo who find themselves surrounded and forced to hold off a much larger enemy force. This is a very crowd-pleasing type movie with loads of tension, a great underdog setup, and lots of tactical back and forth as the Irish commandant has to keep thinking a few moves ahead to stop the overwhelming force. You could compare it to something like Black Hawk Down, where a small group has to survive being greatly outnumbered. It's also got lots of interesting history, some really good action, and a nice fast pace. The Siege of Jadotville is a very watchable war film and can be enjoyed by war movie fans of almost every variety. You can check out the top 10 war movies on Netflix, period, by clicking on this video here. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon.